How? Um, this was just, I realized that because I can go off in so many different directions, right? When you're running multiple libraries, cross indexing records, electrodynamically linked. Um, in a video that I did when I was wearing my baby blue flowers, right? Baby blue. When they use the word androgynous, I'm mated. You know what it means to be mated? It's called being fused. Two magnets become one. Right? That's what I am. I'm monopole. I'm Manu. So I know you know what a Manu is. A Manu, like in the Emerald Crystal, Ireland. But I made mention of Ralph Abramson, who was a mathematics professor at Princeton. Then he went to the mathematical visual laboratory that he set up at UC Santa Cruz. And I never finished what I had intended when I mentioned him, when I mentioned the 666 beast system. Okay. And so that's why I'm doing this video. And that is for those that are into the mathematics and water table matrices and all that, and how numbers, right, are run, you know, when you're in a numbers game with AI, because that's what it is. It's a numbers game. Okay. They're competitors. Force against force, right? That means mental field against mental field. No emotional body left. No compassion left. No love. It's just a machine. But there was a book that Terence McKenna wrote, because Terence McKenna, who started out as an art historian, then he became like a bioenergetic historian, going into the Amazon, wanting to protect the Amazon forest. He was big into horticulture, botanicals. He started a botanical garden here on the Big Island of Hawaii, right? And so he wrote a book that I read. I went and picked it up a couple years ago, and it was called "The End of History: The Archaic Revival and the End of History and the Rebirth of Mama Gaia." And so there is a table. There's a mathematical table in that book that came out of I Ching. Oh, I Ching, like an I Chi, right? Fib of no Chi. So in that book are presented the mathematical tables that Ralph Abramson had put together, along with, there was a trio, you know, what is it called? The three hombres. Terence McKenna worked together with Ralph Abramson, a mathematician, and a morphogenetic field structure scientist by the name of Rupert Sheldrake. And I know, Rupert, you spent an enormous amount of time trying to figure out how a morphogenetic field structure works with the collective consciousness field. And we could put on a 30-minute class, and it's actually real simple, right? You can actually explain it in about 5 minutes, believe it or not. So when you think of children and learning speed, I think it was Lay, who was a Lemurian, said, our children learn that by age 7. Oh, Jesus. You spent all that time going to all those classes and wasting all that time in something that you could have learned by age 7? That's right. Oh, they love for you to waste all your energy in their classrooms. That's the point of it. And so I simply wanted to share with you that the mathematical tables that Ralph had done in concert with what he was learning as a trio with Terence McKenna and Rupert Sheldrake is in that book. If you're interested in the mathematical tables, right, repeating patterns, right? Terence always wondered, how is it that rocks end up in there's such a level of precision in all this? And I'm going, Terence, if you only knew. When I was a little child, I'm measuring how many errors there are in the system. Errors, 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 system failures, system failures, system failures, system failure. It means they don't know how to put a system together. It's going to last forever. That means it's finite and it's going to break. The system is going to break. It's going to fall apart on itself because it cannot maintain itself because it's running on finite energy. That's what I would have told. That's what I would have told Ralph. That's what I would have told Terence when I was about 7 years old. I know, Rupert. I know, Rupert. I put stuff in Rupert's window. Hey, I'm a 7-year-old child communicating with you. Oh, you're 7 years of age. I've never left home. I'm still there, running an eternal flame. I know something about how to build a communication system because I'm with the first one who built it. Really? Yes. You know, you go from simple is as simple does. Like Forrest Gump. Simple is as simple does. When I was a child, love is what love does. Give energy away. Meaning a server. Yeah, a server. I'm always in service, Rupert. Gifting energy. Gifting star energy. Stars are always gifting energy. Yeah, so there's got to be the first star somewhere in the universe that's always on. Very good. Now, children can learn that pretty fast. All they got to do is look up in the sky and see a sun. That sun goes up every day and goes down every day. Goes up, comes down. That's why when I was a child and people talk to me about clock, listen, I'm not worried about anything. That sun will keep coming up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down every day, every day, every day, every day. You can set your watch to that sun. Now we're back to 7 seconds of darkness. Oh, that's an imbalance. Yeah. Which means the numbers lie. Because the clocks lie. Because the calendars lie. Because the numbers lie. Because their system lies. That sounds like a pathological psychopath. Very good. That's called the mental field. That's why we're here. That's why the inner child works in me. I'm still that 7-year-old little child. That's right. That's called your emotional body. I still cry like a little baby. Breathing fire. Breathing the first fire, the eternal flame. Have a beautiful day. We love you all.